Good morning and happy Mother's Day. I wanted to give you a quick message to let all of you know how much I love you and how much I think about you, and incorporate a little history, but I won't keep you long. Anna Jarvis of Philadelphia, whose mother had organized women's groups to promote friendship and health. She's the one who originated Mother's Day, and this was back May 12th, 1907. What she did was she held a memorial service for her late mother, and she had it in the church in West Virginia. Within 5 years of that service that she held to honor her mother, almost every state in the United States was celebrating Mother's Day. So in 1914, President Woodrow Wilson made it a national holiday. What Anna did was, to promote the memory of her mother, she wore a white carnation as a tribute to a mother who existed, a mother who was impactful, and a mother that was to be remembered. The custom developed of then wearing a red or pink carnation to represent if your mother was living, and then, like Anna, to wear the white carnation for a mother who had passed on. So I thought about that. And I thought about how my Uncle Barry would always get my grandmother these big, beautiful bouquets of these long red stem roses. God created life and he trusted mothers to keep it going. So I started thinking about, okay, the original mama, right? Mama Eve. And I thought, wow, Eve didn't have a blueprint. Eve didn't have a baby book that said, here's what to expect. Eve didn't even have a mama, think about it, to show her what to do or to say, baby, it's going to be okay. It looks like this through her pregnancy or her parenting. Each year, as her children grew up and changed, she didn't know what to expect. She didn't know what was the proper stage of development or what a 2-year-old should be doing versus a 12-year-old. From watching her baby's teeth to teeth coming in to getting that age where little teeth start falling out. And even watching her children become perhaps taller than her. It was all new for her. I even thought about small things like we take for granted when we have a baby and the lady in the hospital tries to show you how to breastfeed your baby and you got people there trying to walk you through the process and help get you together. I'm like, what was Adam doing? Did Eve have to look at the animals and learn how to breastfeed or figure out what to do? Did she look at the birds and decide, wow, are my children supposed to fly like them? Or when the kids went and jumped in the water, was she fearful? Like, wait a minute, you're not a fish. We don't swim. Only to realize that they could swim and not drown. So much to learn. Feels like now, no mother has a perfect playbook. Our mothers didn't, our grandmothers didn't, our great-grandmothers didn't, and we don't either. From birth to death, there's no guarantees. Every mother has to make choices and deal with the choices that she makes for the rest of her life, doing the best she can with what she has. Some mothers only get a short time to be with their children, while others get to watch their children, have children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. As I was doing this, I thought, there's this song, and the song came to my head, May the Circle Be Unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by. I'll be honest, I never really paid much attention to the rest of the song, so I looked it up. As I read the lyrics, I realized, oh my goodness, this song is about a child who lost their mama. Some of the lyrics go like this. I was standing by my window on one cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse coming, rolling to carry my mother away. I said to the undertaker, Undertaker, please drive slow. For this lady you are carrying, Lord, I hate to see her go. Oh, I followed close behind her, tried to hold up and be brave, but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in the grave. I went back home, Lord, and my home was lonesome. Missed my mother, she was gone. All of my brothers and sisters crying, what a home so sad and lone. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. So just think, this holiday originated by a woman who wanted to honor her deceased mother, her mother, who had worked to bring women together to promote health and friendship. Her mother who had left a legacy of love. So Mother's Day is not a day of mourning. for those who have lost their mothers. It's actually and was created to be a day of remembrance to honor those mothers who we have lost, those mothers who cared for us and loved us. It's to be a day historically to promote health and friendship with the women that remain in our lives. Even in some other cultures who may not call it Mother's Day, in one country they actually called it Mothering Sunday. And it was a time for children to get back home to their mothers. Maybe they was grown and had moved far away and started their own families. And it was that day where they said, no, you take your butt back home and go see about your mama. I can see how important that would have been before telephones and modern technology. But you all, I see how important that is even now with phones and technology. Because nothing replaces, I don't care if you on Zoom, virtual, or whatever, nothing replaces being in the same room at the same time with somebody you care about, being able to hug them and see them face to face. So with that great history in mind, let this day be a day to honor and remember the mothers who have gone on before us. They have always been one step ahead of us, preparing the way for us to become the best versions of ourselves, even when we didn't realize it. Some of that tough love is what made us who we are today. Some of them quiet prayers that they started have not extinguished. They're still active because they've been placed in the hands of a loving God who keeps everything going, even when we feel like we don't know what's going to happen next. Our mothers did the best with what they had, just like Eve. They wanted the best for us, even when they weren't even sure what that was. So, will the circle be unbroken? No. By and by, Lord, by and by, we will come to understand Him better and life better, by and by. So, Lord, we need you day by day, by and by. As we know, Lord, you have something better waiting for our mothers and those that we love. The circle of love may be interrupted, but it's not extinct. The love, the lessons, the care, they don't stop. They are in us and they are around us and they flow through us. Because real love lasts, real love gives, and real love endures to the end. May this Mother's Day be a day to honor those who came before us with our white roses and appreciate and promote joy and health among the women who remain with our red roses. I love you. May God continue to bless you and hold you by His side as we learn to understand Him better by and by.